much tanner than you in person.
Oh,
so we're live.
For the first time ever on Keto Chat Live, the two of us are in the same room.
Or are we? Maybe it's a simulation.
Without needing a therapist or a police officer to regulate.
We've never had to have any kind of intervention, professional, but maybe
well, we're hopeful.
Yeah.
It adds to the mystique.
Hey, welcome everyone to our show. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is Keto Chat Live, and I'm your host, Carol Freeman. Oh wait, what am I supposed to say first here? Do you want to know super secret tricks for minimizing minimizing carb craving so that you can stay on keto, maximize your weight loss? Well, stay tuned, because that's what our show is about today.
Okay. Carb cravings, ending carb cravings, maximizing weight loss. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, my name is Simon Kaufman. It's great to be here. We're actually in the beautiful city of Las Vegas.
Beautiful? Do we call Vegas beautiful?
Is it? It's the sleazy city of Las Vegas.
It's bright. I mean, neon. If you like neon signs, those are pretty, I guess. Oh, you're talking about the girls. It is a beautiful city. You're right.
I don't look at that kind of stuff. Everybody knows that I'm not.
Liar.
No, I would.
You look at them.
No, I would never actually look at a beautiful woman and not see the inner god.
Her childhood trauma.
No. Well, there's a lot of that going around here in Las Vegas. But anyways, my point is we're in Las Vegas.
Yes, we are live.
And we've been having fun live in the same room at the same time on Keto Chat Live. So that's pretty cool. And we should give medical disclaimer.
Yeah,
right?
We should do our normal. Oh, look who's here. Susan from Chicago. What's up, Susan?
Hi.
She's here. Yeah, well, official start the show. Welcome to Keto Chat Live. I'm your host, Carol Freeman, board-certified ketogenic nutrition specialist. And
I'm still Simon.
And look who else is here.
Nice.
Sue, Butterfly Sue. Hi from London. How are you doing? Are you in the same room?
Yep.
Simon,
in the same room, and she's not smacking me.
This is not a filter, or maybe there is a divider between us that you can't see. I don't know. Stay on your side. Stay on your side. Oh, wait. Let's do that medical disclaimer.
Oh, very important. Medical disclaimer that this show is meant for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not medical advice, nor is it intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any conditions. If you have any medical condition, illness, disease, or are taking any medications, please share. And for questions, concerns related to any medical condition you have, please contact your medical professional.
Do it.
Yes.
All right. I realized we're to try to read our notes, we're not looking in the camera, so people aren't going to know. You got to look right there. Right. Look there.
You don't have to.
No?
They
won't know. Oh, Nancy's here too. Well, Nancy. They won't know how much we care if we don't look them in the eyes.
I think our heart, it comes from the heart.
Oh, Nancy's just getting her. We are in Las Vegas.
Yes.
As soon as we finish entertaining you all and educating you about keto, we're going to go out to dinner.
It is the city of sin, but luckily Carol has me, a man of God, a religious man of God, to thwart and guide her away from sin.
Yes, I had to come for an intervention. As predicted, I think it was Nancy or maybe Sue that had look, we got all the regulars back here. Hey,
nice.
Fat to fit Gabby.
Nice.
Excellent. Yeah.
Hello.
Decided to come out for an intervention here. So
did you?
Well, nah.
Why?
Nah. Well, people predicted that you were going to have too much fun here.
Yeah.
I only live 4.5 hours away, so I just thought it was a good excuse to come back out. And
the good news is.
Oh,
the good news is I have been working out. I worked out this morning. I've been working out every day. Been bench pressing. That's good. Been going for some runs. That's good. So that's the good news. The the bad news is I've been drinking the whole time and kind of eating like crap. But I have been working out, and I bench pressed, and I did find my 1 rep max, which was really high at 195. And yeah, it's been going good.
Does that mean if you fall on the ground, you'd actually be able to push yourself back up? Is that what that means?
If I fell on the ground, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, it's been good. I've been going to work with the trainer a couple days a week, and then doing kettlebell workouts on the other days. So I have been working out. Yeah.
Susan's asking if you, how are your 3-hour-a-day workouts going?
Well, you know what I ended up doing? I had a great idea. I was like, instead of working out 3 hours a day, I'll work out 1 hour a day every 3 days. No, I'm teasing. That's not what happened.
And then go sit and have a salad for an hour and then a martini.
I've been working out every day with a trainer. So instead of like doing it all on my own, I've been actually working out really hard with a trainer. So that's good. And then when I'm done, I've just been drinking excessively. Yeah.
Oh, we got a laughy face. All right, that's great. Sue from London saying, Simon, I think that's the other way around. Carol will be looking after you. Well, I must say, Simon, you do look a bit fresh. Looks like you had a nice haircut.
Oh, thank you, Sue. Finally, do you think Carol mentioned anything? Thank you, Sue, for understanding that I did get a haircut, and I'm doing it for you, for all the lovely people out there. But yeah, no, I have this. I think. Okay, I'm not sure, but I think it's possible that I make bad decisions when I drink. But I don't know for sure.
You were telling me
I'm testing the theory
before we went
live.
I
was eating really well most of the time, and then I started drinking, and then it's not so good. But I've been working out, so you see, good things are happening.
Yeah.
I'm getting in shape. I'm feeling good. We got Carol in the building. We got enough time to finish the show before these people come back to their hotel room, and we'll have to leave. But we don't know whose it is.
It's nice though.
Yeah, they left the door open a crack, so we're here. No, I'm joking.
I got some Nespresso machine that I toted over from Phoenix with me.
She did, thank God.
Yeah.
So we're doing good. We've been eating really fancy meals tonight. Later, we're going to a steakhouse, to a Bazaar Steakhouse, which is Jose Andreas's. He's a big deal or some shit in the chef world.
Bazaar
Steakhouse
is going to be like rattlesnakes and goats and things, or
no, not bizarre like weird, like bizarre like if you go to an outdoor bazaar.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
did you not know that? You thought it was going to Bazaar?
Do we go and like there's different booths with the kind of meat that we pick, and we're like, I want that chicken right there, and then like that kind of Bazaar.
No, actually, it's pretty legit. They do have a tasting menu. They have like the Wagyu, like Japanese A5 steak if you want. I looked on the menu, but we've been eating well. Last night we were at Yellowtail, which was a Japanese restaurant where they bring out lots of different plates. It
was Japanese.
And the Peking duck at Mott 32, where they roll out the entire duck on a platter and then slice it open for you.
Was it good?
It was pretty, it was legit.
Yeah.
Everything's here has been legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good.
Well,
yeah.
Well, my question for all of you today is, what is the time of day that it's most challenging for you to stick with keto? For Simon, he shared
usually the waking hours. Like I find that when the time of the day when I'm awake, it's harder for me. Do you notice that?
That's a great observation. Like nighttime, overnight, you do really well.
I really don't binge when I'm sleeping usually. But
I love how you're looking at the positives and you're noting your strengths as you're going through your changes. That's good.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Nancy says early evening. Yes, that's a common one. A lot of people say breakfast, lunch are easy. Sometimes it starts in the afternoon.
Why? Is it because you get worn down, you're more tired, your resistance goes down? Is that why?
So it can be a lot of different reasons, actually. So It can be just a habit that you've always gone for something afternoon, like you stop at Starbucks and get one of their sugary drinks.
Oh, it could be like a
lot of times in the evening, people get home from work and they're stressed out, and maybe they have a glass of wine and then they have some snacks as well.
I think there's something to that habit thing, I really do.
We'll be talking about that today for sure. Another one is that when you're not on keto, your body makes hormonal changes. So in order to go to sleep at night, your body makes melatonin right when you're going to sleep, but it starts the process of making that in the morning. So the protein that you eat early in the day, between about 2 to 4 in the afternoon, the amino acids from the proteins that are in your bloodstream get converted into serotonin. And if you're on not a low carb diet, then a little bit of carbs can force that to go a little bit higher. So that's often why people will have cravings from 2 to 4 in the afternoon when they're not on keto or low carb.
Oh, okay, the 4 o'clock crash or whatever.
Exactly, yeah. So people will crave sugar. It boosts their body's production of turning serotonin into, I haven't told this process in a while. It's actually taking tryptophan from protein.
From turkey.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the source of it, but turns it into serotonin, and then so that serotonin is turned into melatonin. You probably have heard of that, or maybe you've taken melatonin sleep aid.
Yeah.
So your body makes it itself, and that's a process that starts 2 to 4 in the afternoon is when that process starts. So for people that aren't on low carb, that's why they can get sugar cravings in the afternoon. And then in the evening as well, people can have that craving process going on. So a lot of times it's inadequate protein is going to be one of the big things that will cause those afternoon evening cravings, blood sugar irregularities. So keto will fix that. But then a lot of times that evening craving is often related to just a habit that we've done a lot of times. So,
okay.
Let's see, what's Fit Gabby is saying, will I get fat adapted, lose fat, and reverse insulin resistance if I eat less than 30 grams of net carbs? Don't count carbs from keto vegetables, like Dr. Berg says, to and eat mostly clean keto every day.
I say yes.
It depends.
What?
I don't have a crystal ball for you there, Gabby, to know what your body's going to need. So,
well, why not?
Why not?
If you were real board certified, serious about your boards, you might have a crystal ball.
Where do I buy the crystal ball? I don't know. Is this a crystal ball? What's in the future?
I think if you were more dedicated, you'd have a crystal ball. I'm just saying, okay. Why not?
Oh my gosh, then people just always want to know the future. So, Gabby, I'd recommend go back and watch your whole series. So this is episode 10 in a 10-part series. After today, we're just, all the questions are still been coming. Yeah.
We're going mainstream.
Yeah. So go back after you're done watching this right now, go back and watch from episode 1, all of them. So I walk you through the 10 rules to follow to get the best results. So I would recommend following all of those 10, and that's what's going to get you typically the best results. So that's the theme of this 10-part series is follow these 10 rules to get started with keto, maximize fat loss, get into ketosis as fast as possible.
But you're saying not 30 grams, she'll need 20 or what?
Well, so she's asking about 30 grams of net carbs, and I recommend counting total carbs.
Okay.
And actually count carbohydrates that are in vegetables. That's
what if it was 30 grams of total carbs?
Maybe, but most people do best if they start with 20 or less. So
20 is less than 30.
It is.
So there. That doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, Nancy's saying that she thinks that she gets cravings in the evening because she has more time in her hands.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, good. Okay. We've got another viewer subscriber here, so she's going to watch all those. Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we did the personal check-in a little bit. Out of order. So you're doing
having
great.
fun. I've been out here performing. I performed at the LA Comedy Club last night with Brett Ernst from Cobra Kai, the TV show on Netflix. That was a lot of fun. And
I was there too, and I didn't know it was such a big deal until afterwards. I was like, oh, it's a famous celebrity out here. So
yeah, so that was fun. And then the other night, he and I went out till 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've just kind of been a train wreck ever since. But still working out. Yep, doing my thing. And and then tomorrow night I'm at Jokesters Comedy Club.
Yeah.
With Susan Jones, who's a friend of mine who just last night opened up for Pauly Shore here, which I forget where that was. I think it was at MGM or something. But yeah, so she's going to be opening up for him when he comes out here every single time. So we've been having fun, eating a lot, and doing comedy. Carol, I think it's around.
So, well, since we're going to turn this audio into a podcast eventually, that's why I'm reading these because, audio, you can't read things. So, but
don't you hate that?
Sue in London says, Carol, I think it's around about now that this time, because in the UK, it's in midnight. Midnight, and then you're looking for something to and picking at food.
She's saying at midnight she starts picking at food. Late at night.
Is it
the late night fridge run, the late night crash?
Is it midnight for you right now, Sue? Is that why you have insomnia? Is that why you're enjoying our entertaining, mildly humorous show?
What do you mean mildly humorous? You think we're mild? I think we're great.
I'm just trying to be humble.
That was humble. That was good.
I mean, obviously these people enjoy it because they keep coming back each week. So
no. Well, so I get it. Late at night, the late night food craving. So we have the afternoon food craving, then you have the late night food craving.
Yes.
All right. What else?
We have an article.
We have a news article.
Let me put the link in the chat for y'all to follow along.
Okay. This is one I found, by the way.
Yep, Simon did this one.
Kind of a big deal. Finding articles.
He actually even spotted it like days ago and sent it to me. So he's getting ahead of the curve.
Ahead of the curve.
So this is an inspiring story of a dude that lost 195 pounds. Started out at 475 pounds. What's his name? Does he have a name? Oh, Albert Wisdom. Do you think that's a real name?
Why not?
You think he's wise now? Or was he wise, always wise?
Maybe if he listens to Keto Chat Live, he'll be wiser.
You had it all inside you all along, dear.
No, this was originally in Men's Health. And he was saying how the ketogenic diet saved his life. Yeah.
He was started out at 475 pounds at 29 years old. And he was miserable. Noticed that injuries he had were really slow to heal. He was in a lot of pain, really low self-esteem. And something about the story here says he went to Sam's Club and stepped on the scale. So I don't know what that's about. If they
It's probably one of the scales they put out that you want to buy, but you can try it out maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the vegetable scale. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why Sam's Club has larger. Maybe they weigh your carts when you go in and out to make sure you paid for all your stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
You mentioned
maybe he rolled into a cart and weighed him. I don't know.
You mentioned Susan Jones. She's a larger lady as well. She has some jokes about going to the store and stepping on the scale. So maybe that's related to it. So a friend of him told him about keto, and it sounds like along his way that he made some adjustments to it to get all the way to 195 pounds lost, and does 3 days a week fasting, and he does OMAD, which is 1 meal per day, and some intermittent fasting as well. And now he started working out with a trainer.
Not even just 3 days a week fasting, 3 days in a row, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's hardcore.
Well, it just says minimum 3 days fast at least once a week. So typically when you fast, people will do it 3 days in a row, but it doesn't specify. So who knows? Maybe we should have him on the show sometime.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I wonder where he lives. We could take it on the road and go knock on people's doors like Publishers Clearinghouse and just...
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll go through the deep cell, get shot at. It'll be awesome.
We'll go see Susan in Chicago and Sue in London. And
Anthony, crash on their couch.
Anthony, are you in San Diego? We could drive to San Diego for sure. What else about this guy? Now, he did say that, so it took him about 2.5 years to lose that 195 pounds, but he had a lapse in the middle of his journey and fell off for 7 months and nearly gained half the weight back. So 7 months, he gained 100 pounds back. And
I've had a lapse or two.
Yeah.
I've had a few lapses around the track. You like that pun?
Yeah. That was
Lapses.
great. Is that coffee kicking in?
I gotta write that down.
Yeah, that's great.
Somebody write that down.
Are you gonna put that in your routine now?
I will. I've done a few relapses around the track.
Relapses around the track.
Oh, okay. At least I'm laughing.
Don't bet on that horse.
Susan, yes, come to Chicago. It'll be great, Susan. We'll crash on your couch. You'll have 2 stand-up comedians living in your couch. We'll raid your fridge. It'll be awesome. You'll love it.
Have you done comedy in Chicago?
No, I almost got booked. There's a club outside of Chicago. I forget what happened.
I've heard it's a great comedy town, right?
Yeah. Need to make that happen.
Susan, are you a fan of stand-up comedy?
Susan, are you a fan of stand-up comedians sleeping in your living room?
That's how well paid they are that they they get the finest couch to share with the cat.
It's good. Okay.
Oh, her sofa's open. It just happened. She's taking reservations.
Nice.
So.
We should. That would be fun. Yeah.
Oh, you get the love seat. I'm gonna take the couch. This is weird talking to you in person. I can't yell at you through my computer.
Should I go in the other room? Maybe I should go in the other room and we can do it. No?
No. Well, not now. I mean,
It's too late.
It's working. Oh, she's a huge fan of stand-up comedy. All right.
Okay, good.
I mean, do you follow Simon on social media?
Yeah. Do you? Why not? I'll have to find her and send her a friend request or something.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
up next.
Here we go.
I got
Moving along.
scrolling too much here. How are we on time? Oh, we're doing pretty good.
We're doing good.
We're doing well for like 5 hours of sleep or something like that.
I feel
That's good. Yeah. What's your Instagram?
Oh, let me look it up. I always forget. I think it's Simon.Kaufman.
Simon Kaufman. Hey, while you're at it,
Simon.Kaufman.
Mine's Keto Carol, so you can follow me too.
Yeah, but follow me first.
I told her first. Oh, see, Nancy wants a link to follow you too. Look at you just growing your followers here.
Blowing up, baby.
He's only has like 15 posts. It's pretty boring to follow him on there.
Dude.
You told me that.
You're boring. I'm not boring. She calls me boring. You hear what I have to put up with? Yeah, it's Simon.Kaufman. Simon.Kaufman.
Kaufman. Man. Not woman, not cough woman.
Kaufman. Mousc.
So Sue in London saying Simon should come to O2 in Greenwich, London. That's where I live. I would do your security. As you see in the picture, I'm standing next to Boris Johnson.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I knew that was Boris Johnson. I was wondering why he's on your...
Oh, how cool. You have security in London.
I'll need it.
Now I understand when she did her comment that we're going to share later, why she has a little police officer woman in there. It's actually a security officer.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh my gosh, look at this. We both got followers.
Nice. Doing it.
1 and 1. Thanks, Susan. Enjoy. Now look through and tell us which one of us looks more
ketogenic.
Not boring.
Which one looks more ketogenic?
I don't think you don't put food on yours.
No.
Okay. Hey, guess what today is?
What's today?
Number 10.
Oh man, I can't believe it. We made
Can you
it
believe
10
it's
episodes.
10 episodes?
Wow.
And so
not one arrest.
I guess every 10 we'll have a 10 anniversary thing where we have to be in the same place or something. I don't know.
Every 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that. That's how many times a year? 5 times a year? Is that right?
Or so.
Yeah.
That was really good math. I was really impressed.
52 weeks in a year?
No, I'm just saying I was really good.
Oh, thanks.
The way you just did the calculation in your head. I was just like, wow.
Thanks. Sorry.
She's a smart one.
Sorry I said you were boring earlier. You're not boring.
You know, Carol, I accept your apology, and I just want to say that thank you for your concern.
Concern?
You're concerned.
Okay.
You apologize. You were concerned.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Oh.
She's a good person, everyone. Okay. Back to the show. I told myself I wasn't going to cry.
It's a TED show. It's a special occasion. All right. Oh, I got that already. Okay. Get sidetracked here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 10, avoiding craving triggers.
Yes. So this is rule number 10 to follow to get started with keto. Get into ketosis as fast as possible. Basically make it as enjoyable and not miserable as possible, and maximize your fat loss. So this one, I am board certified keto nutrition specialist, but I'm also a psychology nerd, and I have a master's degree in clinical health psychology. And I've studied psychology even longer than I have studied keto. And so I think it's essential, because you've got to figure out, like, why is it that I always go back to these old habits? Why is it in social situations I want to grab, chips and whatever else people are eating? Why is it at the end of the evening that I, crave these things, or it's hard for me to stay on track? So
why is it I stumbled home drunk at 5 o'clock in the morning in Las Vegas after losing money at casino? Okay. Why is that? And
that other thing I'm not going to mention that you shared, that you almost made a bad choice too. So
which I almost did, but I did not make a bad choice.
I'm proud of you for not doing that.
Thank you.
Anyways, yes. So I find it essential. Like, I've taught everybody, I've taught Simon how to do keto, but that doesn't make it easy.
Doesn't mean I listen.
The psychology side is what makes it work. You've got to address that. And it's not something for most people that it's just a light switch, you turn it on and off. It's ongoing work. And so that's why I work with my clients over a long period of time to help them with that. And that's why I haven't given up on you either. So
no. Yes. I'm not the brightest light switch in the drawer, but I'm not the brightest light switch, but
it's a dimmer switch.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a dimmer switch. But
are you the kind that has the rotating knob dimmer, or the slidey dimmer?
Jesus, I don't know. I mean, should we take a poll?
Yeah.
What kind of dimmer is Simon? Is he a dimmer knob or a dimmer, or is he? I don't know.
The newer ones. Well, you're getting some cheers for bad choices there. So, Susan's saying,
oh, well, thank you. Finally, I mean, I can use a little cheers. No, whatever.
Oh, look at how many compliments we're getting here. I love you guys so much. Carol, I think you look amazing tonight. Simon, you're looking fresh because you have sorted yourself out. Only because Carol has helped you. You look like a good double act.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's all I get to take credit for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks, Sue.
See,
the two Sue crew.
Dimmer knob dreams do come true.
We needed this show to perk us up.
Did you say Percocet? I could use one. I'm in a lot of pain.
That would just put you back to sleep. So.
No, because I've been lifting weights hard every day and then going out partying every night. I have to.
It's a tough lifestyle to maintain.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna get a good nap in at some point, one of these days, and then I got one more. I got a show tomorrow to get through, and then I fly out to South Carolina and then to Florida for some shows, and then we'll go from there.
Wow.
Doing it.
I don't know if I can drive that far to have an intervention down there, but
no, you shouldn't.
Okay, good.
You should.
That's a place to fly to for sure. All right. So rule number 10 is all about psychology.
Yes.
And so cravings are going to happen. All of us, our brain loves carbs. They're highly rewarding in the brain. And the way that anything that perpetuates the species, so eating, sex, taking care of our offspring,
blackjack,
and then also the addiction things all hit that part of the brain. Dopamine. We get endorphins from it, which are feel good. Actually, endorphins are the painkillers, natural painkillers.
Oh,
so
good.
Makes us feel numb. That's why we turn towards, like you said, Percocet, drugs, alcohol.
You said it
to numb us out. You said you wanted some, but
I'm just in a little bit of pain. But I don't think I
actually said it. I almost said it, not an accident. Like
you implied it.
Was words that came out that sounded.
It's what I heard.
Made me think of it.
It's what I heard.
This is not
intended for any medical advice.
Yes. Please get a prescription. Anyways.
Yeah.
So endorphins are the feel-good chemicals. They actually like make us feel numb and they reduce pain. We have other neurotransmitters that make us feel really good as well. And then dopamine is the learning chemical in our brain. So most people have heard of dopamine. So anything that we do that's that in the addiction side of the world, but also just the normal things like eating and, again, like reproduction, practicing to reproduce, even those things hit that part of the brain. They're rewarding. And so every time we do that, our brain gets a hit of dopamine. So I think of dopamine as like a Scooby snack for your brain. So it's like, do you remember the show Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
And every time they wanted Scooby to do something, nobody else would do it. But that poor dog, they'd say like, hey, I'll give you a Scooby snack if you go look for the ghost in the closet or, walk that tightrope or something like that. And he'd say yes. And because he loved Scooby snacks. So our brain loves getting Scooby snacks, the dopamine. So dopamine, actually, it does a couple of things. So when we do those actions, you get a rush of dopamine in the brain. But also, if you've done something that gives you dopamine repeatedly, your brain remembers that. And just upon seeing that thing, you start to get dopamine releasing in your brain before it even happens in anticipation of getting it. And that's what creates the desire to do it. So let's say, what's your favorite carby sweet thing or carby thing in the whole world? Like,
oh man, I don't know. Ice cream sundae.
Okay. So you've had those in the past. And the first time you had one, your brain lit up like a Christmas tree with dopamine and everything. And your brain goes, this is amazing. We should have this more.
Okay.
And so now.
Is that what your advice?
Your brain is
She said I should have it more.
Your brain says that.
Yeah. Are you my brain?
No, I'm telling you what your brain says. I'm your brain interpreter. Hello, brain. I got you.
Are we married? You're telling me what my brain is supposed to say?
No.
Your brain is supposed to say you should be mowing the lawn.
Wait, we're in Vegas. I mean, just for fun. I guess
we could get married. Yeah.
A 10 anniversary. Wait, your brain says
there's a wedding chapel in this casino.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you proposing to me right now?
Are you proposing to me?
I think you, Percocet. Okay, it just got awkward in here. Your brain. Let's talk about your brain. Let's talk about your brain.
Live.
Your brain.
Mixed with The Bachelor.
Well, you were on the Millionaire Matchmaker.
I was.
Yeah. So that worked out for you, right?
No. No.
Did they pay you $1 million? Is that how that works?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your brain, anyways. So now whenever you see a sundae, right, your brain recognizes it.
Okay.
Because it's had it before and it knows how much dopamine and reward and endorphins and all that you get. So what happens is that if you just see a photo of it, if it's in front of you or you, we're getting a warning that our internet's a little wiggly, so hopefully you can still hear us. What is happening? I think that's not about the internet. I think that's.
Is it about our wiggly internet or our?
No, I think it's about
our wiggly marriage proposal.
Yes, I think that's what she's talking about. You know
is
what?
It true love?
You know what they say. What happens in Vegas
true love.
Stays in Vegas. However, this has gone on the internet forever. So,
okay.
Yeah, sundae. If you see a sundae, just a picture of it, or if it's in front of you, what happens is your brain starts to release dopamine, and that's the chemical that makes you want to go have that. And the more you look at it, the more your brain increases dopamine and your drive and desire, your cravings to get that just start skyrocketing. Your awkward marriage proposal. Yeah.
Yeah, Carol, why do you have to make awkward marriage proposals?
I don't know.
My marriage proposal wasn't awkward.
Yeah.
It was romantic.
You're not even on your knees. Sue, that's why I said when you're in Vegas, it stays in Vegas. All right. Sue is the queen of emojis too, by the way. I love it. Nobody emoji's better than Art Sue.
That's what I always say. I'll tell you, in 43 years, nobody emoji's better than Sue.
All right. Is that Uncle Sherman? Okay.
I don't know. Like that.
Oh, Crafty's here too. Awesome. Hi, Carol and Simon. It's Evelyn.
Oh.
Just tuning in and finally got on keto from Sunday.
What?
Day 5. Whoa, look at that. We're influencing people.
If this wasn't a keto thing, we'd have a cake.
Celebration.
Yeah. Okay.
Good job.
Nice.
Pretend champagne. Woo.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, did you? We won't. Well, you'll have to go back if you missed it. We just some awkward moments of just
Yeah.
appreciate.
She didn't really woo me. Had she wooed me a little more?
Well, I mean,
I'm a man that needs to be wooed.
do you?
You can't just.
How about if I take you out to dinner tonight, honey?
It's wooish.
Okay.
It's wooish.
No, we're not getting married.
We're not getting married.
No. But there was some fun.
We can barely get through an hour. No, it's not true. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving right along. What are we talking about?
Your brain, Sundays.
My brain.
When it sees that. And it's the same thing for any food in that category. So carb foods in general are just very highly rewarding to the brain.
Okay.
Steak, broccoli, butter, what did we have? Sauteed mushrooms and Brussels sprouts and all that stuff was really good.
Oh, the kimchi fried Brussels sprouts last night.
Really good.
Legit.
They taste good. They're very satisfying, but they don't light the brain up like a dessert.
Yeah, it was pretty lit. It was pretty lit. It was pretty good.
So the amount of dopamine that'll be released in seeing a dessert or carb food is going to be a lot higher. And so So the normal route that people go when they're on keto and they're struggling with carb cravings is that they try to look up recipes to recreate their former carby favorite things, right? So they maybe if they're struggling with cravings for Sundays, is that they'll buy like keto ice cream and try to make some keto sauces, keto whipped cream, and what else do you put on your Sundays? Nuts.
Oh, gummy bears.
Gummy bears?
Yeah, no, I always put gummy bears on my Sundays.
Okay, all right.
What do you mean okay? They sell them at the freaking place. You don't think?
The things I'm discovering.
Why does Baskin-Robbins have gummy bears if they're not putting it on the Sundays? You think?
The things I'm finding out.
I mean, I know I'm a genius, but I didn't come up with it.
Don't they get like hard though?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's
why you put them on.
Okay, yeah, okay. I agree with Nancy. I mean, not about yuck. Like, okay, that's
yuck. What? Yuck for the gummy bears? Oh, they're the best.
Okay.
You ever put gummy bears in your Slurpee as a kid? And then when you're done, you have these like super hard things to suck on the gummy bears? No?
I think I'm too old. I don't even know if they had gummy bears when I was a kid.
Yeah, right.
How long have they been around? I don't know.
Yes, they did. Maybe you just need to leave the house more.
So
no, I don't think.
Actually, you can make keto gummy bears. I think Maria Emmerich has made them. But
how?
So gummy bears are just made with gelatin and a little bit of. So they're basically like really firm Jell-O jigglers, right? A little bit of bear, yeah. Gelatin and bear, just a touch of bear, just an bear extract is what they're made from.
Sure, just the bear that you need.
The bear necessities.
The
bear. Anyway, so the normal route that people go when they're starting keto and they're trying to deal with their cravings for things like a sundae. We'll just keep using that example.
They eat gummy bears.
They try to recreate a keto version of it.
Sure.
They'll spend time looking online at recipes, or maybe the grocery store, they'll go down those aisles and try to find those things. But the thing is your brain cannot tell the difference between the thing that it had in the past and the keto version of that. And so if you're trying to if you're looking at a photo of a sundae, your brain doesn't know, oh, that's a keto sundae. That's not a regular sundae. And so it can make you crave the real version even more, right? So your brain is seeing that original sundae gave me like, let's just say 1,000 units of dopamine. I don't know what the number is, but the keto version only gives me about 20 units of dopamine. So you may eat the keto version and you're still going to be craving the regular thing because your brain's like, that's not the same.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. That's what your brain sounds like.
Your brain's like, hey.
It's not fair. All right, what's Crafty saying here? I'm trying to be mostly meat, butter, and oil, and some veggies, but I did try raspberry, coconut, lily white chocolate bark. The last two times I did keto, it was easier to cut off every sweet for 2 weeks. Yes, that was one of our past episodes, was talking about how sweeteners. And I have some bad news for you, Crafty. Those Lily's chocolates are actually, people who've tested them, they cause a blood sugar spike. So they can be as bad as regular chocolate, actually. So bad news on those. The ingredients in them, unfortunately, even though they make it look like they are keto friendly, they really aren't. So caution with those.
Tune in for more bad news.
Yeah, the dopamine. I love. I've been studying that for a while, and I had one of the guys that I followed a long time ago, Dr. Stephan Guyenet, is a Seattle obesity researcher, a thin guy who's never been overweight. So his research is definitely from the outside. But he was the one who taught me a lot about what happens in the brain with dopamine and causes craving. So he studied what is it that makes some people overeat. And
what is it?
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
So part of it is this dopamine as a learning chemical in the brain, what causes cravings. And then another part that he introduced me to is the concept of highly palatable combination. So that we talked about that with the nuts last week, about when things have fat and carbs together, that creates a reward in a brain that's really great, that drives us to want to eat a lot of that as much as possible. So, so most carby junk food things are all that combination of sweet and fat together. So like a sundae. You can name, 1,000 other things that are all going to be that combination. So let's see. Sue from London. Sue, our security guard, is our security detail. Like what do you prefer to be called, Sue? I know it's gone midnight, but you two are making me hungry. Yes. Well, I please forgive me for talking specifically about carby foods. When I'm working with my clients, we actually don't mention any of them, because this is exactly what will happen. You start thinking about it, and I'll bet tonight that you're going to want to order this thing I've been talking about. So,
the foods we shall not mention.
Yes, yeah. So, steak and broccoli. Yeah, we're going to have steak tonight. Maybe. Yes, that's exactly what happens. Good.
I looked at the menu.
So it doesn't even have to be that you see it, but just imagining it. Oh, my battery's getting low here. Oh boy.
Get your cord.
But I don't know where it's gonna. It's
where to plug it in?
Oh, here we go. It's right here.
Here we go.
Where's it gonna?
Here we go. Oh,
I bumped this too.
Oh yeah, you just get me off the camera.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. Get rid of Simon.
Where's the nearest outlet?
I got you.
Can it go? I think it can reach over there.
Yeah, it can.
Get it. Stick it in.
I got it.
Get it.
Get it now. Get it good.
Did it work? Stay tuned. We don't want to have technical difficulties.
Yes. This is a test.
Yay! We're not going to die. Okay.
We're going to make it.
You saved the day.
While I'm up, I'm turning off the air conditioner.
Okay. Are you cold? Excellent. Okay.
Yes.
Susan says, I'm not adult enough to keep keto ice cream in the house.
Yeah,
yes.
no.
And that's also because
I'm not even adult enough to have a house. I just sleep on people's couches.
Traveling around. Let's see. Yeah, so Stephanie.
No, she's right, though. It starts in the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Like healthy eating starts in the grocery store. Well, you can't just bring it in and be like, oh, I'll just nibble. Next thing you know, it's gone midnight, as they say in London, and you're scarfing it down.
Yes.
And next thing you know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and you're stumbling to your hotel room because you were out with Brett Ernst partying all night.
And dropping again. So as you're noticing too, as Sue is pointing out, is that you don't even have to actually see this thing if you just imagine it, right? So mentioning it makes your brain think of it. That actually turns on the cravings and the desire to have it. And if your brain ruminates long enough on it, you're just going to do whatever you can to go get that thing. So, and so how do we get out of it?
How do we move forward?
What's the way? Is it hopeless?
Save us, Carol.
Yes. All right. So, first part is understanding what's actually going on, which is why I like to give all the education. So instead of just saying, nope, you can't look at those things.
Yep,
Carol says, what'd you guys call me last week? The
keto whisperer?
Not the emperor, but you were calling me a dictator or
shogun?
Something else. Anyways.
Master commander?
Oh, that's
Lord
a new
and
one.
Savior? What was it?
Oh, I don't. It was something like dictator or something, but ruler,
supreme leader,
something like that. Yeah.
Overlord.
What? Oh, yeah. I like that. Overlord. Yes, that's what it was. Yes. Keto Overlord.
Grand Duchess.
Mm.
That was a good one.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not hopeless. Basically, then understanding that sensory input is what's going to trigger the craving. Okay. What do I mean by sensory input?
Things that come in with your five senses.
Yes.
Wear a mask.
Yes.
Wear goggles, earplugs, gloves, and don't leave your house.
Yes.
Is that your advice?
Go on a desert island with a barrel of your family, your nutty family. That's what we decided last week. Well, so you want to minimize any sensory input, right? So
how do you want to put your family in a barrel? This show is not intended to tell you to put your family in a barrel, people.
Medical disclaimer.
Yeah.
Send all of the carby food in the entire world to Australia. That's one solution.
Yeah, let's fatten up Australia, and then we can invade. They'll never even know.
So, one of the tricks is don't spend your time looking at food recipes and cookbooks and things like that. Don't watch videos and cooking shows.
Turn off the commercials.
Yeah, minimize seeing those things. If you live in a house where you're trying to stick with keto and you're live in a household where people are eating carby foods, you're going to want to, try your best to not look at those as well.
Yeah, avoid keto shows where they talk about ice cream sundaes.
Yes.
You're like,
from here on out, yes. You just canceled our show.
Unadvertised us?
Yeah.
You like my anti-advertisement?
We're canceled for mentioned carbs. It would be like if they're in your house, put them away where you can't see them. They don't need to be out on the counter. You don't need a nut jar to remind you that they're there. Also, like for me, it's like not going down certain aisles in the grocery store.
Sure.
I used to always love to go peruse the bakery section, and now it's like I don't walk through that section of the grocery store. I don't go down the bread aisle, the chip aisle, the sundae aisle.
Don't even grocery shop. Just stay home and.
Some people find that that's easier just to order food to be delivered to their house. It'll minimize that exposure, and especially in the beginning.
Sure.
So, maybe in the beginning as well, maybe you minimize social environments where people are going to be eating carby things and sundaes and things like that, just to get yourself a good start. And maybe not trying to do it while you're in Vegas or something for the first week, but
that was a bad idea. That was rough. I'm trying.
Susan, I only shop online for groceries, keeps me on track. Yeah, so that's, for some people that's really helpful.
Yeah. That way it gets delivered. You don't have to,
You don't have to fight yourself in those aisles.
You fight yourself in the comfort of your own living room.
Ask for help and support from the people that you live with. If you have people that are still eating carby things, just ask them maybe, hey, can we have take 2 weeks off from these things? Or can you eat those in another room so I don't have to see those? Ask for help if you need that.
Can you go into the closet and turn the lights off while you eat your cookie?
Sure. Yeah. Go in the basement, go out in the backyard. You want to minimize hearing it, just the mention of it, right? So that's why with my coaching with my clients, we have rules that, in the Facebook group and on the coaching calls, I say things like carby foods, or I say XYZ carby food, generic things that nobody has a dopamine response when I say carby foods. Their brain doesn't remember ever eating a dessert called carby
What about
foods.
XYZ? What if that's a dopamine response?
That's
what if you're into the alphabet?
I was thinking of like XXX. No, that's different. We're in Vegas. That's a different thing, different show, right?
Carol, get your mind out of the gutter. I can't believe
Am I embarrassing you now?
I just don't understand how she always just...
Is the proposal off? Okay. Is that all it took? Let's see. So what are some other, I know some of my clients that have experience with, like, they always like to bake for their family, for their birthdays and things like that. So, switching to buying that and not spending an hour in the kitchen baking something that,
and then you're like, oh, I need a nibble.
Yeah. It's kind of like,
taste it.
It's kind of like if you're trying to be in recovery from alcohol, you shouldn't work as a bartender.
Yeah. Probably.
Probably make it really hard for yourself. So, Sue in London, I suppose if you're going to go out shopping, eat before you go out, because that's where you get your temptation for food. Yeah, that's actually a great tip. Eat a nice, full, hearty keto meal.
Yeah. Don't shop hungry.
Yeah, then you're going to be able to make those better choices. Don't shop drunk either. That's also going to make you
sometimes you just can't help it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're out of groceries and you've been day drinking and you need
and you just need to go.
Yeah, that's sometimes
that can happen
in Simon's life. Yeah,
that can happen. Okay.
All
right.
Let's see. So those are mentioning. You don't want to touch it. Also, samples of things. Sometimes people think, I've had people say like, oh, I just go and smell it. Oh, it's in the break room at the grocery store. Break room at work, and so I just went and smelled it.
I just pour the Hershey syrup on my body and lather in it. I don't actually eat it.
Is that what you were doing in the bathroom last night? Also, don't just have a little taste of it either. Okay, so taste is one of your senses.
Okay,
So not taste just a little bite. That's why appetizers actually stimulate appetite, because once you start eating, your appetite increases. And
that's where the root word appetizer comes from. Is it really?
The root appetite. Yeah, appetizer. It's like if you're not hungry.
Hepatitis B.
If you're having trouble with no appetite, have an appetizer and then you can have a meal. I mean.
Wow.
I noticed that last night.
I like the way you broke down that word there. That was just like
Iser. I don't know what the Iser part means.
Iser,
appetite.
Take your Iser off of the appetize.
And
if you have your appetite, but you want your Isers off of it.
Yes.
Put your Isers.
Yes,
on
that's
the appetizer.
Exactly. Yes.
Sure.
What other notes do I have here?
Keep your senses, sensory input.
Yeah. Here's another one as well. So if you're actually just coaching call this morning with my clients, her family's very supportive, but they still are eating, she's got teens and they're eating carby things. And, and this is a reference to an old show. Have you ever watched Arsenio Hall show? Things that make you go. Things that make you Arsenio. Wait. Did he have that bit that was like things that make you go, No, that's a song.
No, I met Arsenio. I made him laugh one time in L.A.
Oh.
It's the highlight of my life.
Yeah?
I forget what I said. But he cracked up. I was like, oh my God, I just made Arsenio Hall laugh.
Cool.
Yeah.
You should tell jokes or something. Sounds like you're kind of funny.
I was thinking about it.
Oh, I feel like the AC. Did you just turn it off completely, or did you just turn it up?
It's just my sexiness heats up the room.
It's
my marriage proposal. It just got steamy.
Am I your first? Have you ever proposed to anybody else?
On a podcast? No.
Oh, I feel so special.
No, I've never really proposed to anyone.
Okay.
In Las Vegas, in front of Elvis.
Looking out a window without any air conditioning on.
You want the AC back? Is that what you're saying?
We'll make it. We're
gonna make it.
We'll make it.
Really?
It's not hot flashes.
Really? The girl from Arizona can't take the AC off for 5 minutes?
Ooh, I gotta go get in the pool after this. Okay, let's talk about the stop sign technique. So if you've made eye contact with a carby food, the dreaded sexy carby food, you've made eye contact with it.
Yeah. If you're being stalked by it.
You weren't looking for it, just jumped out at you on the sidewalk, and there's a sundae as you're walking down the sidewalk, then the stop sign technique can work. So basically, the more you think about something, the more that's going to increase craving. So you want to immediately stop that thought, that rumination on that thing. And so I still do this, for example, like holidays at the grocery store where they've got the whole tables of like the candies for each holiday, right? And especially when it was on clearance, because the day after the holiday, it's 50% off. And I love a good bargain.
Right.
And yeah, so I will, like, if I walk in and that table's out there, I literally will tell myself, stop, like, don't think about that, look away and go walk someplace else. So you can tell your brain, stop, I'm not going to think about that.
Pattern interrupt.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And another technique to add on to that then is notice your hands and feet right now. How do they feel? This is a way of bringing you back into your body. And if you're noticing your hands and feet, you can't be thinking of anything else. So
I feel like I noticed my hands and feet.
How do they feel?
Good.
Yeah. Not achy. Don't need any Percocet for that. Let's see, Crafty. CNC Factory, things that make you go, Oh, yeah, it is a song. Okay. But Arsenio used to do that in his stand-up. Observations like Seinfeld, but less nasally.
Nice.
So Arsenio is Seinfeld, just less nasally.
He's funny, man.
Yeah.
Arsenio's funny. Always has been.
Yeah, what's he up to now?
He was just in Coming to America 2.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I saw that. That was an interesting movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had more cameos than the Oscars, but it was
right. Okay, notice hands
what
and
else?
feet.
What else? We're on a roll. What else?
Any of those mindfulness techniques. So noticing your hands and feet, just noticing your breathing as well. When you're noticing your breathing, you can't be thinking about anything else. So anything that will just bring you back to the present moment will take you out. So basically, when you're craving something, your brain is fantasizing about the future.
You're not in the moment.
Yeah. So if you can bring yourself back to this very moment, what you feel in your body, that can stop that thought pattern.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So that's the other one. Here's a bonus one for you all. Is
a bonus one.
Yeah, a bonus. Stay tuned for the bonus.
Tune in now for the bonus one.
We'll be right back from this note from our sponsors.
Yeah. No, we don't have a sponsor.
No, we don't have a sponsor yet.
Yeah, I like how you say yet.
Yet. Good. Who do you think is going to be our first sponsor? Keto product or a comedy club?
Maybe a cigarette manufacturer, like sponsored by Marlboro 100.
A Sunday company.
Yeah.
If you can't stick on keto, we're going to be your... No, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the bonus one. And so when you've consumed a certain carby food, your brain memorizes the entire situation of that. So this goes back to way back before we had GPS and we had maps or anything like that. Let's say you found a honeycomb out in nature. You're walking around hunting the wildebeest. Surprise, there's a honeycomb here. And
that can happen.
So your brain memorizes how to get there, where it's at, the smells, the temperature, how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And that's because it helps you be able to find it again later.
Yeah.
And we don't need that in this day and age, but our brain still memorizes all those things. So this is one of the things that can happen with an evening craving is that often people have a routine. They get home from work, maybe they have dinner, and they go sit. They grab a certain snack.
Well, I think we talked about this already, like with me popcorn at the movies. I have this trigger, like when I go to the movies, I want to get popcorn.
Yes.
And so when I'm trying to eat keto, I just don't, until I get like fully into it, I avoid the movies. Because I always think,
great example. Yeah. So situational, your brain remembers it, right? Because you don't crave popcorn any other time, probably.
It can happen.
Okay. But there, it's really, really, so the way that it memorizes it was dopamine. So you've done that enough times. It was rewarding to your brain. And so you just walk into the movie theater and the dopamine starts rushing.
Yep. Because it's enjoyable to sit there and watch the movie.
You need the popcorn. You can't do this without the popcorn. And so that feeling of the dopamine rising without getting the reward is that uncomfortable feeling of like the craving is intolerable, basically. And so doing things to change up the scenario will, especially early in the beginning, like we talked about, maybe avoiding those situations that are big triggers.
Yeah.
Challenge yourself later to see if you can, take a bag of beef steak or something, filet mignon
into the movies,
yeah.
which is not allowed. You're not
No?
supposed to sneak beef sticks into the movies, people.
That would be awesome, though. Like, behind the scenes, we go to the movies.
During
and
the
we
day,
actually
she
have,
ran
like,
podcasts.
a
At night, she smuggled beef jerky behind enemy lines.
No, like a literal filet mignon steak, like with knife and fork.
Yeah. Just a fillet in your pocket. Nothing weird. Okay.
I'm going to go back to the example of the evening thing, because that's a common one that people struggle with, because they always have, like, you always sit in exactly the same chair in your living room. It's the same time of day, and you have this, whatever you used to have, right? And so this is a place Nancy was talking about. She struggles with the evening thing. And so you've got to mix up the routine, right? So your brain literally remembers it like an autopilot, like the plane flying. And so one of the things that can be really slick way of getting your brain to knock it out of its autopilot is to do it different. So, for example,
do your evenings in the morning.
Set your clock, change it around.
Sure.
And your brain's going to be like, whoa, what is this? I don't know what I'm doing. Or you could sit in a different chair, right? Every evening, you always sit in exactly the same chair. My client this morning was talking about, she did this. She says it was weird and it worked. She said it in her living room. It was known as the mom chair. It was her favorite chair. She always sat in. The kids weren't allowed to sit in it.
No.
So now she sits in the corner of the couch.
And the kids are still not allowed to sit in the mom chair.
She said they actually were allowed to sit in the chair, and they're all like laughing and thinking it was really cool. Like, I get to sit in the mom chair now. So that little bit of a change, like change the routine. So figuring out where that autopilot pattern starts, right?
Yeah.
So like walk in a different door when you get home from work. Like if you always grab something when you get home from work, walk in a different door. If you have climbing a window, I don't know, going through the attic, something. Okay, no. So change it up. That's a way you can break those habit patterns, because the more times you've done it in the past is like a groove deep in your brain that it's never going to be able to be erased. You can just make a different habit over the top of it.
Grooves in your brain.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Sue. I suppose when Simon goes out shopping, he would have a drink. So
I know my eyes are blurry right now. Are you kidding me?
You won't see what he's buying.
That's funny. Oh man. Yeah, I'm a hot mess.
And then also Sue says, I suppose, Carol, you've got to train your brain, because when you were younger, like popcorn, you enjoyed, you think of them. Yeah. Luckily for me, I don't have the popcorn movie association, because we grew up too poor to ever buy snacks at the movie theater.
Oh, get out of here with your sob story. Really? Like, we never had popcorn at the movie. No. I was abused.
Yeah, I was. But my dad would bring his big puffy vest and put snacks. So we still had snacks at the movie, but they were bought and brought. It's not smuggled in. He smuggled them into the movie.
At least
theater.
You had a dad.
Oh.
When I was a youth,
your dad came along later?
We had to make our own movies.
You had to make your own dad.
Yeah. We would just watch movies about dads. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I had to be a dad for my son, so we don't want to go there.
We don't want to go there.
But off on that topic. All right.
Okay.
That is all right. Any other questions about that? Any other fun comments from?
No, I'm feeling good.
Feels good. So up next week, guess what we're going to talk about?
What?
Surviving social situations.
Oh heck, I need that.
Yeah.
I'm a hot mess.
Yeah. We're going to start to apply
I've been doing goodish.
Goodish.
But not greatish.
That's goodish. That's a good word. I mean,
Thank
it's
you.
better than poorish, which is how I grew up. So.
Yeah, that's funny. We didn't have popcorn. We just ate the cardboard box.
No, my mom made popcorn on the stove. And for some, I don't even know.
What are you, a Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah.
No.
We had to go out and pick sticks out of the backyard so she could build a fire for us to cook.
Yeah. We just ate. We were so poor, we just ate the sticks.
Oh, yeah? We had to eat rocks. That's how poor we were.
Okay.
Who was poorest? All right, social situations. I have a fun another review for you to share here.
Okay.
It's from our one and only London Sue.
Having fun with Carol and Simon. This week it went nuts. LOL. Smiley face. I did not know anything about keto until Carol was telling me all about it, and she does a good job explaining what to have and what not to have in your diet. And I think Simon's doing well. Well, you know, Simon's, yeah, Carol's fantastic. She's amazing. She changed my life. She's a keto goddess. And Simon's there. Simon's there. He was there.
He looks great with his new haircut.
He does have a new haircut.
And, yes. So thank you, Sue, for your loyal watching. I love your comments. So anyone else, give us a review on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook as well, we like to highlight a comment, a review that people have. So thank you for all your loyal watching and commenting.
Thank you.
What else?
We're getting it together.
Oh wait, there's more of that.
Oh,
sorry, Sue's thing went on 2 lines.
So he's getting ready for Vegas. He's got to slim down because he needs to fit into those Speedos. Yes, my keto Speedo. I
don't think he brought any Speedos. I don't know.
How do you know?
I guess I don't. Okay. Where is the review? So that review, Crafty, you'd be able to see that if you watch episode number 9. It's one of the comments is where I pulled that off.
So you can leave a review.
Yeah, you can leave a review. You can just comment after we're done here. You can leave a comment right on this stream here and as a review.
If you leave a review, I will do an all-male review for you. Oh. No, you don't want that. Nobody wants that.
Would you be the all male? Are you all male?
Oh yeah, baby. I'm all male. That's review? Right. I'm all male.
And then Sue's, thank you tonight. You've been the great double act and so funny.
Oh, good. Thank you.
The double act.
We try.
Not the single, but the double act. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, I'm here too, Carol. Jeez.
All right.
Sue says, have an amazing weekend. Yes.
Oh, Simon.
Yes, we will. I'm doing comedy.
Oh, Simon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Simon. He always has to be on the show.
Gabby's asking, do we worry about our calorie intake or just carbs intake when we're doing keto for fat loss? So calories do matter, but the way that I teach it is a way that you can do it without actually counting calories. So again, I think it'll make more sense when you're able to go back and watch the other 9 episodes at the beginning here. They'll
change your life.
Explain, how I have my clients start out on ketos for best results. So, that one's that's perfect. All my technology here is running out of battery. So, so that was rule number 10 of our 10-part series. We're not done though. This show's just getting started. So
the show is just getting started, baby.
Yeah.
We're never leaving. Forever.
Oh, wait, are we stuck in this room now and we can't get out?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
We're getting out.
Good. All right.
We're going drinking.
You just got somebody else popped in here. Scotty. Okay,
Yo,
Scotty Vivo.
I don't know you, man, but I'm coming here telling you nothing but facts. These people streaming on YouTube are putting dirt on your name. Call them R for me. You're real. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Scotty.
Good? Yeah.
Who's putting dirt on our name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody out there can put more dirt and shame on my name than I've already done. So don't worry about it. I'm doing enough dirt for my own name. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scotty, for that vote of confidence for us.
All right.
So,
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Next week we'll be back to our normal, not separated. We're separating next week.
I wouldn't use the word normal, but
our separation will start next week again.
I love it. All right, guys. Love you.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you all soon. Bye.